Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my number one son over there, Michael Anthony Fitness. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Well, and we're still working. We're still working and taking care of business here, actually, at my house. Look at this. This is so cool. Modern technology is freaking amazing. See, I'm old school, and I've actually had to be brought into the 20th century because I always like going to the bank and seeing the teller, and going to the post office and saying hi, and having them do all this stuff. You don't have to do that stuff anymore. We actually have printed the labels here at home, and it actually saves you money. I went to BJ's today. You got the self checkout, so I ain't got to go ahead and get in anybody's face and hand money. So those are great technologies. So if you become a channel member, okay, the channel memberships, not a subscriber, channel memberships. I've got these all going out. CC, I got yours. He's doing the label for that one now. And my man last night, who you sent me a Facebook message, said, "Where's my shot glass?" You sent me the address. We're gonna get that out today too. And we've been real careful about making sure we don't spread anything. So you look, we even got a postal scale of it. See, he's weighing it for all this stuff. And that's a package going to my daughter. She's getting low on toilet tissue and paper towels and Greek dressing. So we're sending her some of that. But if you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, it's hard to believe what's going on in the world if you were actually just listening to the sports news. The Dallas Cowboys have been doing a whole lot of stuff. Oh, by the way, Mike, some quarterback got signed from the XFL for the Carolina Panthers. I need to talk to you about XFL because those guys are being signed now. So we'll see if the Cowboys look at any of these guys kick the tires. But they are kicking the tires. See, I want to get some snacks. I like snacks. I like potato chips. I like Snickers bar, Baby Ruths, and occasional Kit Kat. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about Snacks Harrison.
And that's not the store next time you go out with it.
Yeah,
You got that kind of stuff at the store.
Yeah, they got lots of that kind of stuff at the store, but we're staying at home, sitting our behinds, so stay away from the snacks.
If you just go out, whenever you go out next.
Okay, so we've been interested in Snacks Harrison. Thus far, we haven't heard any movement on it. But a guy with a big butt, and I'm going to mispronounce his first name, but Dontari Poe is trying not to be Poe no more. He's trying to, the Cowboys are talking to him and are in negotiations, allegedly. Poe, who was drafted by Kansas City in 2012, as the 11th pick in the draft. 11th pick. He is 6'3", 346 pounds. Oh, that's a pile of dirt. That's a trash can full of dirt. His better years were his earlier years. He's, I want to say, a 3-time Pro Bowler. I think he was second team All-Pro in 2013 or 2014. He's played with Kansas City. He played with Atlanta. Atlanta was actually his best year, I think, 3 years ago. And then he played the last 2 years with Carolina. Last year he had 22 tackles, 7 assists, 4 sacks. 4 sacks, and I think 3 tackles for loss. And I know what you're saying. That's it? 4 sacks? That's it? And 20 tackles? Okay. If you're saying that about a nose tackle, formerly what were known as nose guards, this means your ass lines up over the center. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, that is literally the hardest position in the world. Because let me tell you a story here. Okay, Poe, again, he's older. He's got some miles on him, but he's a guy that you can definitely look at least as good as Malik Collins, and a guy who's got experience. But let me explain to you. Oh, this is one of those stories. Okay, I tore my ACL. I'll try and do this quickly. I tore my ACL in high school, the last scrimmage before the season started. I had a scout there from UVA. They wanted to actually take me from being offensive guard and make me a fullback because I wasn't really huge, but I was fast. I was running a 4.640, and I was strong, and I could block. I did offensive. I did in high school. Offense. High school, I was an offensive guard.
I didn't know.
And I was, man, I'm gonna tell you, I could get around when we did like a peep trap, and I'm trapping. Man, I was deadly. Or if we were doing a sweep, oh my God, I could come around the corner. Let me find a cornerback to jack up. But that's what I did. But once I tore my ACL, it was kind of like, yeah, well, if you get accepted to school, you can walk on. So that killed that. And so I ended up playing 6 of the games of the season, believe it or not, without an ACL. And at that point, I figured football's over with and concentrated on track. So I was running track at JMU. And a Coach Charlie Jones, who actually was with the Cowboys, but he broke both of his wrists and wasn't with them for very long. He recruited me to play football at JMU. Saw me on the track, said, "You're strong, you're quick. I want you to play nose guard." I'm like, what? Nose guard? Those guys are big. I'm not big. Never played defense before. Okay, so moving right along with the story. It was hell. Because, first of all, you're lined up over the center. You're looking at the ball and you're saying, I'd really like to have the ball and go into the end zone. Because it really made me hangry. It made me hangry. But here's what happens when you're a nose guard. You get hit by the center. Okay, all right, let's head up. And you guys, your heads are this far apart. Literally the length of the football. That's the neutral zone. That's how far apart you are. On every play, your job is, depending on if it's a read and react defense or if it's actually a stunting defense, you're at literally hitting heads like Rams every time. Okay. But sometimes it's not just the center. Sometimes it's the left guard coming over and hitting with the center. So you're getting both these guys. Or sometimes it's the right guard and the center that are coming through and hitting you. One's going high, and back in my day, it was low. There was no, you can't high low. No, they would go for the knees. This guy would hit you straight up, and the other guy would take your legs out from underneath you. Yeah, it was brutal. And if that wasn't enough, sometimes you end up having the center go past your face. You look over here for the guard. He goes this way, and you got the tackle coming down, trapping you. And you're looking this way, and bam, okay. Other times, you got the fullback who's lead blocking and coming down and hitting you. But I will never forget, actually, I do forget part of it. I will never forget, at JMU, we had a running back, Warren Marshall, better known as Shades. Shades was about 6 foot and about 210, 220. Warren Marshall, he was a beast. I think actually, I want to say Denver drafted him, but I don't think he made it very far. But he was a beast. He was a beast. And I remember the guard going off to the linebacker, the center coming right past my shoulder. I looked over here at the other guard. He's going for the linebacker. I look back in the backfield because I'm expecting the fullback to come. But I see Warren Marshall running towards me. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I'm going to get a freaking tackle in practice. And I'm going there. I'm stepping up to meet him. And that's when the tackle, Adam Burkett, about 6'3" and about 295 pounds, comes pulling down the line, and he literally hit me. He drilled me in the ear hole where I got launched. Literally. I mean, I wish I had seen it on film because I'm sure my body just went, woo. Landed on the field, and next thing I remember is when they talk about blue dot hits or you see stars, I literally saw blue dots, and it felt like stars were going all over the place. And that's when Coach Jones said, listen, never, ever stand up in the hole because you're going to get jacked up. You stay low and you keep that anchor because you're going to get hit from every which direction. And what you have to understand is the nose tackle, okay, formerly known as nose guard, your job is to occupy space. It's not about making tackles. It's not about getting sacks. You'll get some, but what it really means is you keep those 3 guys right there, that guard, the center, and the guard. You get those guys occupied so they don't get onto the linebackers, that the linebackers can scrape and make their moves and make the tackles, that the quarterback doesn't have a clear field of view, that the quarterback can't just step up when he's feeling pressure in the offside. So if you do your job, then that means the defensive ends get the sacks. If you do your job, then the linebackers get the tackles. You get no glory. You literally get beat to hell. But that's what you got to have in football. And we ain't had that guy in a long time. So that's exciting for me. So Michael's like, yeah, I'm over here doing work. You're over here YouTubing. But hey, I'm happy about that. So we'll see how that works. So any more news on that, I'll be sure to bring it to you. And I hope you guys are keeping your ass at home. But if you do go out, listen, don't go out. It's not party time. It's not party time, okay? Get what you need, get back home, and stay home, okay? Please. All right. I'll see you tonight, 9 o'clock.